Expect the heat now.
And as you heard, you have to expect the heat now in the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. We are building up to that event happening at University of Ghana Stadium on Saturday, August 29. And it's happening at the University of Ghana Stadium. If you haven't signed up, you'll have to sign up just right about now. Some teams are camping at the Bernabeu because Jose Mourinho has extended invitation to them, and that team is Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. You heard from their CEO, Dr. George Graham Smith. Good afternoon to the CEO of Safoda Ventures, Mr. Adolf Tete Ajay. How are you doing? Good afternoon, Princess Aniasari and Mr. Ajay Mensah of 3D Wireless Plus. How are you two doing ahead of the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament? Mr. Isaac Andrews Tando, CEO of Minerals Commission. I was in your office yesterday. I saw the energy from your team, and I hope they will be able to come to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament with that same energy. Virtual Security Africa, led by Emmanuel Secretary Asiedu. Good afternoon to you and your team. Ayuda, led by Benjamin Siriano. Good afternoon to you and your team as well. And also Vincent Soa Odote, who is the Chief Executive Officer and founder of Vele Lease Equip Limited. How are you doing, sir? Mr. Efriye Owari of Axis Pension Trust, I am here to visit your office this time around. How is your team gearing up for this year's invitational tournament? The last time we came there, they had sent you to Liverpool to prepare with Judging Club for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. This time around, where are they camping you for the CEO penalty shootout? In fact, we have Tama Oil Refinery, also part of the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. Good afternoon to lawyer Nana Kwesi Boate, who is a MD of Ghana Publishing Company Limited, and will be in your office on Monday. Hopefully, when we come, your team would have prepared you, gotten your flight ready to go and prepare in Europe ahead of the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. And also to lawyer Edoji Tamakloe, MPA, CEO. Good afternoon to you as well. Also to Mr. Dani Angels of Royal Kingdom Estate. Also services led by Nana Boachi Yado Kanto. I was in their office just a couple of hours ago as part of our build up to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. You heard from them earlier. You heard some of them talk about the fact that they have been trained by Zinedine Zidane. Others have been trained by Novak Djokovic for the tennis competitions. Others have been trained by Mikel Arteta. Then there's also Jose Mourinho, who has extended an invitation to Fair Wages and Salaries Commission.
So we know this is our debut season. It's our first time appearing on the platform, but we are not coming to joke. We are coming with fire. See, our football team is not here at the moment. They are currently in France. Yeah! They are training with who?
Zidane! We didn't come to play at all. Not at all.
So we are grabbing every trophy.
Yes.
Last year, those holding the trophy, they should guard this one because we didn't come to.
Not at all.
We are not joking. We are hunting everything. Football.
We are ready.
Tennis.
We are ready.
Lime and spoon.
We are ready.
Sack race.
We are ready.
Everything.
We are ready.
The tennis. You know Djokovic? Yes. He's the one training now, man.
Messi, who are Ghana, and you are not using 3D wireless fast internet service. We provide the fast, reliable and affordable internet service in Ghana. We've been in operation for about 10 years, serving our loyal customers. So if you've not heard about 3D wireless plus, what internet service are you using?
You invited us last year. That was our maiden or first edition. You saw what we did. We were in the semi-finals because we couldn't just come and then you just come over. You just came and then you take over. No, when you do that, people will even attack you. So we came to warm up with you. Expect the heat now. We are not just coming to give you the same, experience we gave you. This one is up there. Heritage Christian University is unique in this sense in terms of value-driven education. And as you can see yourself, you were saying it. Whatever you are studying here, have it at the back of your mind that do not expect somebody to employ you. Whatever you are studying, make sure, even if you're working for somebody, you are adding something or you are doing something that will bring benefit to the next person beside you or employ the person. That is one way unique. And it's value-driven, as I said, and Christian-based education. Do you know the difference between kangaroo and kakalika? Do you know it? What's the difference? You don't know the difference? Okay, one is just a pest, and one you can understand what it is. So we are coming like, we are not coming like kakalika. We are coming like kangaroos with the speed, the alacrity, the energy, the vibrancy, and the excitement.
I mentioned we are Best Education Services, and this is going to be our first time we participate in this event. We are more poised for this. We believe we have the men, like everything you say. We have the men. We're going to conquer. We have the men. They should watch out for us. Our team, we are well prepared. We are more ready, and we want to come and conquer the event. Bring the trophy back home to Best Education Services. So watch out for Best Education Services. What makes you stand tall among all the institutions in this country?
One is our genuineness. We are passionate about helping Ghanaians who intend to develop their skills abroad. And so we want them to do it the right way and to be successful, not only in the administrative processes involved, but actually when they arrive, in that country, how they can be successful. So we go the whole 9 yard to ensure that they are successful, and that's what distinguishes us from a lot of institutions.
Israel, your team were telling me about the kind of preparations they've been having. I'm wondering the coach you've going to hire for them. They said they want to keep it secret. Would you want to unveil it?
No, we need to keep it secret because our competitors are watching us. So when it comes to the CEO's challenge, you see how young I am? Yeah. Come on,
We have trained for 1 year. Yes. We started training from August last year. We decided to forget last year's one and then train for 1 year. We are leaving now to Banabao. Jose Mourinho wants to train with us for 5 days. He wants us to train with Mbappe's and the Vinicius Juniors and the Bellinghams. And so we are very ready. Immediately we return from Spain, Banabao, you should know that anything that meets us, 10 goals. Anything that meets us, 10 goals.
Talk to me about Fair Wages and Salaries Commission. What do you stand for?
Fair Wages and Salaries Commission stands for Equity, Fairness and Transparency. We are responsible for the payment of determination of salaries in the public service. And thankfully, we are now in transition into an independent public emolument commission where we'll be determining the salary of everybody in the country from the president to the least public servant in the country.
Especially our opponents. Yes, we will mount pressure on them. In fact, at the end of the day, they are going to have an own goal.
Our tactics are intact, backed by facts and data. In fact, military, police, we all do. Because
Volta Catch, we change people's destiny. Not only do we sell quality fresh fish, but the fish you're getting is very delicious. So with our tilapia, definitely your destiny will be changed.
Sure. Talk to me about what makes Volta Catch special.
The uniqueness is the taste, is the quality, and is the freshness of the tilapia. So you can get your tilapia straight from the lake today, straight to your plate. We have a dedicated team on our premises at Pakadan. They've been in camp for 3 months now. We've been waiting for this occasion. So last year we were just participating for participating sake. This year we're going to win the medals. Also,
and you've heard from most of the companies signed up for this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament happening at University of Ghana Stadium on August 29. If you haven't signed up, please get in touch with Slevin and secure your place as one of the companies to participate in the competition. And you can get in touch with Slevin on 024 237 6445 024 237 6445, either via WhatsApp or a direct phone call, or come to Joy Front Desk, pick up a form. You can also get a form on myjoyonline.com. David Max Foga is here. He's the lead athlete. Max Foga is the lead athlete of the multimedia group. Max, the microphone is before you. The lead athlete of the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. In fact, he's leading the multimedia charge. Max.
Yes, of course, I'm doing the 100 meters, and then I'll do the 400. Winston and I will be doing the 400, and then we'll do the 100. So please be assured. And Winston is doing 400. Yes, Winston is doing 400. Winston has called for a rematch. You know, when he lost the race at Legon, he's called for a rematch. So
2 days ago, he tried his leading us here.
So we are doing 100 and we are doing 400.
You and Winston?
Yes.
That will be a proper
That will be the curtain raiser.
But we all know the winner. What is it? That will be a proper Africa. We all know the winner.
Who's the winner?
Of course, Max.
The winner is obvious. It's obvious.
People they rate Winston.
Who has Winston ever won a race in his life?
Please.
Man, just a final one. We've got lots of companies who are supporting us for this event. The likes of Valise, Liseko, Virtual Security, Minerals Commission. And any word you would want to give out to them, Ayuda, Toyota, and co.
No, I think this year is very interesting. We are getting first timers, and we are getting people who were there who have been part of it over the years. But please hold on. On Monday during Sports Center, I will give you a very good news. We have secured a title sponsor.
Oh wow!
Yes, we have a title sponsor.
Mumbose.
I love that.
Oh yes. And there will be a lot of giveaways. He's going to sponsor the trophies. He's going to not just the physical trophy. He's going to add cash prizes. He's going to add electronic gadgets, electrical gadgets. So on Monday during Sports Center, I'll bring that news. It's a good news. So a lot of companies are registering, but on Monday we are going to unveil the title sponsor, and that's going to be the first time. Title sponsor for Joy Sports Invitational.
No, this one I need to race with Evans again. I need to race with Evans again.
You want to do it with Evans?
I'll beat him again.
No, be a prize. I just came for the meeting, so I know what I'm talking about. We are going to give you a
I challenge you.
No, I will not match.
I challenge you.
And I don't want to match you. I want Evans.
For me, I'm going to compete with Weston. So
I'm not Weston. That one is.
Oh yes, your battle is set. Oh, my battle is set.
Yeah, your battle is set.
For me, I'm no trouble.
Dani can look for his match. I'm not your match.
I'm going for the low hanging fruit.
Max, thank you very much.
Weston, you here. Yo. I tried to defend you.
You were calling him, eh?
I'm trying to defend him.
Where not a pickup? You see it live. Charlie, as he mentioned, we've got lots of companies that have stepped up to be a part of this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. It's been fun. It's been fun visiting them. It's been fun hearing from them. And on Monday, we'll be at Ghana Publishing Company Limited. I just had a conversation with them. We'll be there to hear from their MD. Also talk to us about how they are ready for this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. But gentlemen, just a few words briefly before we talk about Black Queens, before we talk about the transfers that are happening in Europe and all over the place. Sitso, another Joy Sports Invitational season.
Yeah.
In fact, you heard from some of them talk about the fact that they have been trained by Zidane, others have been trained by Djokovic. I don't know why they've not mentioned you, because you are very good when it comes to tennis.
I'm also receiving my training, so everybody should focus. Everybody should focus on his or her training.
Who is training you?
Oh, Yannick Sinner.
Oh, wow. Then that's trouble.
Yeah, Yannick Sinner is
that's
training
trouble
me.
for us.
That is why he won't play as Cincinnati. he actually has forgotten Cincinnati to train you. Have time to train me.
I love that.
So you can imagine. Yannick is training me this morning.
The sinner.
Just this morning, we're working on the serve. We finished the serve. We worked on the backhand. He's encouraging me to do the double. I'm saying I'm comfortable with a single. He gave me a few tips, and we also worked on the slice backhand. And then we also, as for the forehand, he's giving me a pass. Now my forehand is a rocket, so
so who is going to be your match at the Invitational?
Whoever wants to. I'm not picking any size. Whoever wants.
I want to give you Lexus.
Lexus.
Yes.
Why you don't disgrace me?
Sure.
Ask guys who they train Lexus. Lexus who they train them.
Who they train?
Only trainer.
Oh, really?
Trainer.
So in Honda, just more.
No. Lexus is a good tennis player, but we are talking about a competition.
Oh, no, his trainer fired him.
You caused it. You were behind it.
No.
Is that he's not good enough? That's the trainer fired him?
I went to chop last. The trainer didn't want to be associated with that.
Let's give a shout out to Dr. Daniel Macaulay.
Of
the Bataan Group.
Yeah.
His daughter showed up.
And the girls,
In fact,
superb.
they taught Lexus a lesson.
Those girls, they don't know what's a friendly match and what's a competitive match. If you joke, they play every tennis game like there's something.
It's a final.
Yeah. Like they are playing for points. Like they are playing for some ATP points.
We can't play the video for here.
You see, I don't like this thing. the way Sitsofe is saying it, then the listeners will think that Lexus was playing like it was. Lexus was seriously playing shipam. You put everything inside the shipam. Full force. Ship in full force.
Same thing that the girls, they don't take anything for granted.
Oh, but they took that game for granted.
Oh, that's some way.
But still,
you know, Sitsofe.
Still. She the ship like she the chat plus in that the part.
Dr. Daniel Macaulay, we will see you at the Joy Sports Invitational once more. Dani, you were at the heart of you and Sitsofe, both of you were at the heart of last year's event. What are you most looking forward to in this year's event?
The events on the pitch. Yeah, this is when Sitsofe takes over. Just walk on CEOs and he's doing the CEO penalty shootout, the arm wrestling, the tag of peace. That is not peaceful. And then what again, Impo? The events that happen on the
track events too.
So from like you see, in the morning, that's when it's like the curtain raiser. Yeah. So they walk, then they start the table tennis early, but from like 12 noon going. Yeah. Then
more action.
That's for that one.
That's why the action day.
The CEOs who come, then will come and miss Charlie 0 out of 5. Then now they don't know how to look at the HR's face. They don't know how to look. Charlie some way. I'll mention the company, but last year's own, some CEO guy he can't share. He turned around and he say his employees were seeing Jama for the person who went before him. Because that guy hit I think like 3 out of 4, say 4 out of 5. Yes. So they were seeing Jama for the guy, and he was looking at them like, oh, like would not when they watch a man face, how can I disgrace the company like that and expect us to be giving you fun? I mean, come
on. In fact, Yak Diko, I see you also did well at the last invitation tournament. Yeah. That was where McDonald got injured.
Yeah, he pulled a hamstring.
And it took his brother to come and treat him.
Yeah, the physio.
The physio came and took care of that. And that was fun actually. Yeah. That was fun. And in fact, Nana Boachi Yadom Kanto, he also did very well of all sales services. Let me take you to all sales services, La Community Bank, and then we come back and go straight to talk about the media war between the Ministry of Sports and Recreation and Ghana's Black Queens.
He was in Sierra Leone. He was in Gambia. He was in
That was our maiden one. I think also really performed. Managing director did so well, Nana Kanto. And then this year we are ready. You know, the football, we got to the quarterfinals, and then we were eliminated through a penalty shootout.
You could have also won by the penalty shootout. What happened?
yes. So now we've really trained for this year, and then we are ready. So expect something big from Allsale this year.
And I'll talk to you about Allsale Services. What sort of institution are you? What do you represent?
Okay, so Allsale Services Limited is a banking solution provider. Okay, we've been in the system for about 2 decades now. We have about 65% of the market share when it comes to money counting machines, the sorters, and then all the equipment, all banking equipment. So that's what we do now.
And you've been doing it. I was going through. You have about 3,000 customers, and you serve about 45 plus banks and all that. What makes the machines you render one of a kind?
Okay, so also we take what we do seriously. So we have an R&D department who really studies the industry and then acts upon the information that we get, okay, so that we can really provide what the customers need.
Mr. Vanderpoy, how are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
It's a second edition.
Yes.
We told you we'll come.
Yes.
We tried it. We loved it. It opened doors for us. And we are here for the second time. For this year, we want to have a good time and we want to do business whilst having a good time. For the sports, it's a done deal.
we won't tell you what we are going to do, but there is a reform in our sector by Bank of Ghana, and unfortunately that reform, we started it. We are the first community bank in Ghana. So it's either you are number one or you are nothing. They don't, apart from me who has gray hair, they are all young.
Young team?
I really see your penalty. Last year we didn't prepare. I mean, I didn't know we were going to do small polls. I thought we were going to have a keeper in the post, so we can be the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, now we know what you are going to do. So watch out. I cannot lose in front of. If I lose, they lose. So I need to set example. Leadership by example, and that's what we're going to do.
That is the CEO of La Community Bank, Peter van der Poy there, wrapping up our visits of the companies that have signed up so far for the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. And as I mentioned on Monday, we'll continue the visits to the various companies. We'll be at Ghana Publishing Company Limited in the morning to engage them. We'll be at Safoda Ventures. We'll be at Gold Key Services, Kingdom Real Estate, and many more that have signed up to be a part of this year's Joy Sports Invitational Tournament. Earlier this week, we woke up to stories from the camp of the Black Queens. They spoke about the fact that they are taking care of themselves. They spoke about their mental health. They spoke about how the minister visited them just once, the FA president visited them just once, and all that. They raised loads of issues. Well, the Minister of Sports and Recreation, Kofi Adams, he had a response. In fact, his office released a statement, attached evidence of how players signed to receive their per diems. They also spoke about the fact that no player is owed any bonus, aside from the fact that they won only one game against Cabo Verde, which the ministry is processing to pay them. There's no other outstanding bonus. The girls came back with another statement saying that per the statement you released, you started giving us our per diem from 26th of July. Meanwhile, we started camping from 11th of July. The girls also say that they played qualifiers against Egypt and they were promised bonuses. Those bonuses haven't also come yet. So they want clarity. They want clarity from the minister. They want clarity from the Ghana Football Association. They want clarity from all the people who matter in the football ecosystem. Let's hear from the sports minister, Kofi Adams, explaining why the ministry has done what they had to do to ensure that every single member of the team is satisfied to put out their best.
This year also, when I visited them at the camp, I repeated that the reward as given them last year will be given further even enhanced. I said so because I knew this year's WAFCON was also a qualification for the World Cup. So it is of a bigger value to us as a country than even the last year's one. Unfortunately, they won one game at the group stage and qualified for the quarterfinal and lost the quarterfinal. If you didn't win the quarterfinals as you did in 2025, then you don't expect me to now treat you with the 2025 standard when you didn't fulfill that same standard in 2026. So that's where they're getting me wrong that way, because I promised that what happened last year would happen. So in their mind, despite losing the quarterfinals match against Malawi, we should still treat their group stage because they qualified to quarterfinals and pay them for. I said no.
That is Sports Minister Kofi Idi Adams speaking there yesterday. This was yesterday at the Sports Ministry. I recall about 9 years ago, the likes of Ajiman Bedu, Samoa Jan and Co. had a meeting and decided that we were no longer going to take winning bonus. We're going to take qualification bonus. And I don't know if that decision the senior national team took about 9 years ago transcended to other national teams, or other national teams must also hold separate conversations with the ministry and the FA so that they will also be paid qualification bonus instead of winning bonuses. But the explanation of the minister, it appears these girls are getting a bonus for only their victory against Cabo Verde and not qualification bonus, unlike they had in the last WAFCON in Morocco, the same country that is hosting it. Sijo, from where you sit, in fact, let me start. How did we get here? How did we get to a point where the national team and the ministry will have to go public, exchanging statements, suggesting who is right and who is wrong? How did we get here? How did we not control this?
The meeting you said was had by the Black Stars, no?
Yeah.
You said who were there?
I remember Jiman Bedu, Samoa Jan and Co. That was like 9 years
Was Andrea you part?
Yes, I know you was.
Oh, then it holds. Then it's binding. If it wasn't part, then that one.
No, he was part.
Every national team can go and negotiate.
Yeah,
But
Andre was part.
if the captain general was part, then it's binding. All national teams, including boxing, ice hockey, and everything. All of them. That's how we treat them.
Did you all be getting qualification bonus?
Because Andrea Ayew was there. He's the general captain. He's the captain general of all national teams.
All
in Ghana.
national teams.
All national
all
teams.
disciplines.
All national teams. Swimming. All national teams. Andre. So if he was in that meeting, then it's binding. If he wasn't there, then it's not binding.
No, Sicho, let's be serious.
I'm very serious. Captain General. But by the way, I'm still surprised we've not really heard from the FA, have we?
No, we haven't yet.
Because what the girls wrote was a letter to both the ministry and the FA as well. And
the FA doesn't pay bonuses. They don't pay per diems.
But they manage the team.
They manage the teams. And why should we hear from them if the ministry paid? And as we know, the FA doesn't hold the money. It's a ministry that holds the money. They send a purse holder.
Yeah.
To handle that. So is the onus is on the ministry to clarify that we have paid them.
Okay. The reason why I say we need to hear from the FA is I don't expect, and this is where the problem is. This whole brouhaha is a communication gap issue. Yep. So what the girls are saying is due them, and what the ministry is saying they've paid. The girls are right, the ministry is right, but there's still a loophole, there's still a gap. Where the girls are complaining about a date, where they should have been paid from, some games they should have been paid for, and the ministry is saying that the format of the competition and the games they won in the competition is the reason why they'll be paid an amount of money. For example, they won only one game in this WAFCON. They didn't qualify for the World Cup, so there'll be no qualification bonus. Meanwhile, in the minds of the girls, qualifying against Egypt in those two games, they deserve qualification bonus to this WAFCON. So when you listen to the two sides, everybody is making a point that is valid, yet there's still a gap. And the reason I'm asking about the GFA is I am not expecting the ministry to be communicating directly with the girls or the national teams. I'm expecting the GFA or the ministry to be communicating through the handlers of the team, which in this case is the FA. So, what is the arrangement? When the FA submits its budget to the ministry, what was the agreement? Because if when the FA submits its budget to the ministry, you and I know that they will do an estimation bearing in mind the entire duration of the competition, bearing in mind all things being equal, the girls win all the games, and so all their per diems, all their bonuses would have been captured. So sometimes we can go into the competition and say Ghana's budget to the World Cup is $20 million US. It doesn't mean that we will spend all the 20 million. It means that if Ghana goes all the way to win the World Cup or the AFCON, we would need 20 million to reach the final and maybe win it, because that would include bonuses, miscellaneous, and other things. So when the FA sends that bill or that budget to the ministry, what kind of bonuses did it include? And then what was the agreement between the ministry and the handlers of the national team? That is why I'm asking why we've not heard from the FA, because I think that the best body to clarify or to close or bridge that communication gap that we are experiencing between the national team and then the ministry is the FA. That's for sure the FA. I don't think that the sector ministry normally would announce anything to the national team when they've not had an agreement with the handlers, who in this case are the FA. So yeah, I read some of the things the girls wrote in that letter I thought were not necessary, especially saying that they were visited by the minister once. And then the president. By president, they mean the GFA president or the president of Ghana.
GFA president, of course.
Good. So you see, and the GFA. Look, the girls are lucky. They are lucky. The minister came there once, and the GFA president came there once.
In fact, the minister had to fly from Glasgow straight to Morocco just to meet them.
Wherever he flew for, we don't care. He has gone there. It's his job. But they are lucky that the minister and the president went there once, because they would have had the most peaceful camp. When the president comes to dwell in your camp, he comes with an entourage, which for me is unnecessary. And we see it with the Black Stars. We see it with the U20s when they are going for tournaments. That the president is there as if he's part of the technical team, giving them some I love him. Unnecessary. And that's what I've been asking for. We don't need all of those things around our national teams. So when the girls say that the minister came there once, the president doesn't have to be there. He has no business being there. What is he doing there? So I don't see what they meant by that. If at the start of the competition the president comes and then maybe you reach the final and the president visits again, all the better. And let's face it, look, the president is also vice president of CAF. He's been busy. He's been very busy. We know what's been happening around this town. They've been having a lot of. As for this one, everybody, continue this one. I'll talk some for you. You've been busy, and we don't need you around the national team giddy every time. You go there once, get away, move quick, find your hotel around the competition, all the better, so that there's sanity around the team. There's no noise around it. We saw the videos from Lawrence when he went to the camp of the girls. We didn't see. It was peaceful. Like that's a proper national team camp. And when they say that they are also struggling, they say mental health.
Yeah, mental health.
Okay. As for mental health, I don't have what it takes to measure it. So when somebody says they are suffering from mental health, I can't debate it. They are the ones in it, and they are the ones saying that they are. And if indeed is the case, then they need all the help they can get. Those who are facing anxiety, those who are facing panic, those who are going through stress, all the other things that brings, that kind of burden on the mind, we can't take it for granted. Once they have mentioned it, then your psychologist or anybody who can help the specific teammates who are going through that need to address it. So for me, Muftawu, I think that it shouldn't have been a big issue. It's just a lack of communication, and there's a lapse somewhere that I think, like I said, the best body to have bridged that gap would have been the FA, who we've not heard from. And it's a shame we have to get that back and forth between the girls, the ministry, and again from the girls. In between the first release from the girls, I was thinking the handlers of the team would have nipped it in the bud. Some closed door conversations should have been had.
Do they have a management team?
The girls?
Yes.
We know every national team should have a management team.
So where is the management team?
The FA needs to answer.
They should be able to manage this situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's my point. And the reason I say FA is the management team of every national team is the rep of the FA, right? And so they should have been handling this issue. And unless, of course, it is the management team that is actually fueling and using the team as a tool.
Well, I am privileged to have come across certain things where some people within the team have said that at no point did anyone ever complain about not being happy about bonuses, about per diems in camp, and that they were completely taken aback to have seen the statement from the girls.
Yeah, that's if that's the case, then the more reason why we'd have expected the GFA to release a statement to also then to re-communicate all the things.
Yeah, because from where I say it means, or it suggests that if the girls had confidence in the people the FA has put around them, then they would complain whatever challenges
or they can
had.
go rogue. That one they can go rogue. They can. You see people all the time. You see groups all the time. Rebel, and it can happen. But my point is the silence from the handlers of the team that is getting this thing.
I want to read a message verbatim to you.
Go on.
This one says, at least they should have come with agitation and we can take it from there. We never had anything like that.
Yeah. So that's where the gap is. The fact that the girls straight away released the statement directly at the ministry, and then the ministry had to reply, and the girls again released another one. In between that, the handlers of the team are nowhere to be seen. Suggests that maybe they've been cut aside, or maybe again they don't trust them, or the grievances have gone that way and they've not carried it forward, and so there's lack of trust. But however you look at it, the girls made some very good points. The ministry replied, but when you look at the two releases from the girls and then the ministry, it's just a gap that has to be filled.
Some people were claiming that the ministry tried altering the date of the
they won't forge the date.
They won't forge the date because you notice that the 26th, like they use some pen B, some go do some changes B. Then if you take a look at the end date, which is the 8th of August, when that payment per diems had elapsed, that day to like some pen B entered there. So people were like, did the ministry alter the letter?
But that's per diem solid list they brought wasn't necessary.
Very unnecessary.
The statement was enough.
They said transparency.
No, it wasn't necessary. That one wasn't necessary.
They attached it to show that indeed you signed and you took the money.
It wasn't necessary.
But you take a look at the signatures. You notice that someone will sign something here, and the other one, the person just ruled a line or something, and for whatever reason, maybe that is what they want to do. Dani,
where did the pre-tournament campaign start?
Joy Sports Women's Football Advocate.
Oh, and yet women's football advocate matter. The thing, you see me, I always approach, if I was the one in the situation, how would I want it to be tackled? So it's not about whether it's a women's advocate or not. But the thing is, the pre-tournament campaign started early July, right? They played, I think, two or three friendly matches.
Somewhere in June. Because I've seen some.
So I'm saying when they flew out to play there, that was early July.
Yeah.
And at least we all know that per diem starts when you come.
As soon as you sit on the plane.
As soon as you sit on the plane, your official campaign has started. So that's where your per diem starts from. I don't want to believe that when the Black Stars were in Wales, they were not taking per diems for the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I don't want to believe that when they flew into America, before they reported to their official Rhode Island campaign, they were not taking per diems. They were. And we know that they were.
Even those who went to
Mexico. So why is it that when is the Black...
That's how you take pound. That's how you go take for Mexico. I can't take for Wales. Clean sheet.
For life is for life. So I don't get it. I don't get the reason why when it's the Black Queens, you start the per diems from the day the competition starts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, since when did that become a thing? And then you are bold enough to put in a statement and attach dates. Like, what are you telling us? So when they were in pre-tournament campaign, you expected them to be using their own money to handle themselves whilst they were in 2 or 3 weeks pre-tournament campaign. So you owe them a balance. That's what they are saying. You owe them a balance because the per diem starts from the day they begin camping, which was 11th July. So pay them from 11th July to 26th July. Then Sitsofe talks about the communication bit. You see, when I'm reading the statements, you look in, analyze it carefully. They said they had made several attempts to reach the ministry. But
how? Through who?
That's what I'm saying. The statement that Muftawu is reading to me, I don't believe it. From the
message you read,
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't believe it. We've worked with all these national teams. Before the things will even come to us, the FA people know. They are the first point of contact. Oh, where is the money?
Tell us what is coming to happen.
Tell us. So, do you believe that the girls sat there? They didn't talk to anybody in the FA. Then they just went to have meeting and release statement. What are you telling me? See, we were not born last Tuesday. All these things there, man, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They shouldn't come and tell me that they didn't know anything about. What are you telling me?
So did they lie to me?
Oh, then they lie. Then they lie. Say me is a lie. It's not true. That thing is not true. For them to be owed qualification bonus from the Egypt qualifier, and you are telling me that not one single Black Queens player walked up to an FA member to ask them. You see, let me tell you why it's a lie. If that was the truth, why did the minister see the need to address it when he saw them? If they've not complained about it, why did he see the need to address them on the per diems issue and the bonuses and things? Because they said in the statement, even before they wrote the statement, that was the last official conversation that
what the minister said yesterday.
He said it himself. So if nobody has complained about anything, if it's not a concern, they've not said anything, nobody is complaining about anything, why would you see the need to address it in that detail when you meet them and also come and tell us that you've already addressed the thing? That thing is a lie. They shouldn't bring it here. The person who sent the FA people, no, they are lying. You were sleeping. They told you to go and tell the minister. Maybe you are shy of the minister. You didn't know how to go and see it, so you didn't do it. Now they've done the thing. I say you had no idea. They shouldn't come and tell us that thing. It's not true. It's not true. Point is, for me, the mental health and those things, everybody and that is a more personal issue. It's a management issue. So the FA management committee should handle it and make sure that it doesn't get to this point. But when it comes to the money issue, give them what is due. Because, see, there are precedents that you are setting. And we always say this, look, everybody is watching. They all watch.
The world is watching.
They see you the way you treat the Black Stars. And I'm not saying the same hotels or the same amount of money. We are talking the professionalism, the promptness with which they do things when it comes to the Black Stars. That's all. If you are giving the Black Stars 10,000 each every morning, which one is our 800 every morning, give it to us. Don't wait 2-3 days, let the time pass before you don't do things like that. So there's a balance that needs to be paid, and the ministry in their statements have even corroborated the fact that there's a balance, because from 11th they didn't pay per diems. They only paid per diems from the start date of the competition,
which is 26th.
Thank you, to when the Queens exited the competition, which is fair, but pay the balance, because it's all part.
In fact, they paid between from the 8th to 14th to today,
because they are still there.
Yes.
You see, so technically the competition is over for the Black Queens.
Yes.
The game we played against Cote d'Ivoire was not an AFCON game. It was a World Cup qualifier. So it's different. We went out on the 8th.
On the 8th, yes.
So why did they pay to the 14th?
Because they wanted them to stay.
Because they are still in camp. That's why they paid. They paid because the team is still in camp. It's still an official camp that they are in. That's why they paid. So pay from 11 to 26 because that's also an official camp. What is that? How difficult is this? I don't understand. Why should we make this whole back and forth? Then they brought that solid list. That thing is useless. They shouldn't have brought it. What is that? Signatories and things.
What is solid list?
You didn't see. Your name, your signature, the amount to your name, your signature, the amount to
that's what happened when you're taking solid.
Oh, you've not taken solid before?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Muftawu, don't do this. You are more experienced than me. Come on, man.
You've been solidified for way longer than.
No, so these things, you see, it's very frustrating because I feel like it's a waste of time to the public safe. Every day matter.
But isn't that evidence based?
Evidence-based asking.
Okay, so if the ministry decides to release a statement without attaching evidence that players signed and took their per diem, would you take that statement hook, line, and sinker?
They didn't say they've not collected per diems.
They said they are owed.
They are owed. Is it not true? Or you don't understand what I'm saying?
No, I get your point that they are owed.
I owe you 100,000.
But the girls, they are
I've paid
owed from 11 to
50,000. Then you go and tell people that I owe you. Then I say, but I gave you 50,000. You know there's more to it. So why are you releasing this thing that doesn't even make sense?
That list wasn't necessary. It doesn't change. It didn't change anything.
It didn't change anything.
What did it change?
So the signature doesn't mean that they
And you see, even the signatures varied, as I mentioned. They varied.
No, as for the signature, we don't know.
As for that, we don't know them personally.
Somebody's
We don't know
signature.
somebody's signature.
Somebody's signature can be a dot.
See, me, I'm tired of this thing. They should stop. They should stop this. Charlie, you see, me, if we are going to have bonus issues, let's have it from Black Star Street. So that we know that it's a ministry problem. Yes, but you don't treat somebody different, and then when it comes to other people.
But you see, what the girls have done. Anyway, the other national teams can do it.
You don't have him like that.
The other national team, most of the players are from you know where. So even if they are not paid bonuses, because of their close ties to the people who
leadership,
of
the football ecosystem,
they are unlikely to come up with some of these things. But because to be fair, while we speak about what the girls are going through, all the other national teams except the Black Stars, they are being owed bonuses. All of them. I mean, the under 20 girls, 17 girls.
And from there to day, they still not pay them.
No, all of them. All the under 20 boys, all of them, they are owed when they play. So,
and don't be surprised when the princesses release statement. Then the ministry will come and say we paid them, because remember that some of the qualification games they paid the per diem months later. So be prepared that when the princesses say we are owed per diems, they will come and bring their solid list and put the girls and everybody's name there. Now, but we paid you this thing, knowing that there are some 2-3 games within that period that if not paid.
Gentlemen, despite all the issues that happened, the girls went on the pitch, got victory over Cote d'Ivoire. Now, in fact, FIFA has just sent an email about how the draw for the intercontinental playoff is going to be done. To have had all these negative, quote unquote, atmospheres around the team, and to still get the better of Cote d'Ivoire, suggests that these girls, they are mentally strong and they are focused on qualifying for the World Cup.
No, yeah, credit to them. When they lost to Malawi, and the reports we got from Lawrence, who's on the ground, was one of devastation for a lot of the girls, especially someone like Portia Boach, who clearly knows that maybe her time is done, and so she might not have a second chance or another chance. So for them to have picked themselves up to beat a very good Ivorian side, by the way, that is credit to them. Sometimes they would have just wished they could switch the games, get that result against the Malawi team, maybe reach the semi-final and not having to have to go through the hassle of the long journey to reach the World Cup. But once there's an opportunity to reach the World Cup, I think the girls are aware that they can grab it, no matter how long a journey that would be. You know how long it's going to be after this Cote d'Ivoire victory. They are going to the intercontinental playoffs. But to be fair, when you look at some of the teams that are coming into that playoffs, the girls will look at those teams and be thinking maybe they can go all the way and then book a place in the World Cup. So yeah, first hurdle is done. In November is when I think they'll reconvene to play the intercontinental qualifiers. So I give credit to them, to this group, because for so long we are not even made the AFCON. When we made it, because the last time we played, it was only because we were hosting, not because we were good enough to go through the qualifiers and everything. And even that, we were shown our levels. We couldn't even get past the group stages here in Accra. Then we had been away, then we came last year. Last year we reached the semis. Unfortunately, it wasn't a tournament to qualify us to the World Cup. A big part of the team came this year. They were one shot. They reached the quarterfinals. It's been a disaster. So I wish the girls all the best of luck. But again, like I said, there is an opportunity for them to still reach the World Cup, and I think that from this point, that would be the ultimate goal for the ladies. So credit to them in the way they responded to that Malawi defeat.
FIFA says that the draw for the preliminary round will be on August 20, and the matches will be from November 24 to December 5, 2026, per the email FIFA sent just a few minutes ago with regards to the playoffs of the FIFA Women's World Cup qualification phase. Dani, Malawi was a tough nut to crack. You wanted Malawi, but the Malawians got the better of the Queens. And now the Queens too have gone to secure victory over Cote d'Ivoire to put themselves in a position to still qualify for the World Cup. Dani?
Congrats to Malawi. It's a very inspiring story. But I think this competition has just opened our eyes to the fact that the gap in women's football, especially on this continent, is closed. It's a very, 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 very thin gap between the best team on the continent and the rest.
Nigeria is not going into the World Cup.
For the first time ever,
Yeah.
Nigeria is not qualifying to a FIFA Women's World Cup. And it's just a shocker. You look at the team that denied them, the team that denied the two-time finalists over the past two competitions, was a team that didn't even qualify to the competition in the first place.
Yeah.
They missed out on qualification and then only made it through to the tournament when CAF decided to expand it after the qualification period was done. So Cameroon were one of the teams that made it through, and now they are in the final. So it just shows you that a team that wasn't good enough to qualify, and the qualifiers ended, what, was it early this year or late last year? In that short space of time, they are able to quickly regroup and reach a final of the WAFCON. These things hardly ever happen. If you look at the score lines and you look at the games that have been played, we've hardly had one-sided games. Maybe in the group stages was one particular group, the Egypt group, where Nigeria lost them 6-2 and Zambia lost them 6-0. They were the only team that suffered a heavy defeat in this competition. The rest of the games have been very close, and it just shows you that the sport is growing at a very fast rate. A lot of people are putting in work trying to close that gap, and now winning. Anybody can get up and win the competition. If you do what is right, you can go into the competition, and with fine margins you can get it over the line. So it's for me, it's a good sign, even for the Black Queens, because maybe last year when you looked at Morocco, you looked at Nigeria, you'd have thought that maybe these teams are a bit too good. But the events over the last year is just telling us that, look, it is possible. We can go again in the next 2 years and could either repeat what we did last year or do better. Or if you don't take yourself, you not even qualify from the group, and not because you are a bad team. It's because everybody is really good. So I think it's been a very competitive competition. I'm happy that at least the Queens were able to pick themselves up after the Malawi disappointment. And again, it was a typical tournament defeat. It wasn't like we were outplayed and they beat us and we deserve to go home. It wasn't like Ghana, Colombia, Black Stars and Colombia at the World Cup. It was a game of moments. And from the 70th minute, you could just sense that whoever gets that next chance was going to, if they scored, they were going to win the game. That's why I say typical tournament defeat. So Malawi score and they're able to see it off. But for me, all hope is not lost. I think it's still a pretty young team. There are a number of solid talents that are coming through there. Today I see some midfielder.
Bola.
Hi, Charlie. For the princesses.
You go the princesses that will come.
Charlie. Hey, she play ball pass party. Hey, I'm telling you.
Controller.
Charlie. She says stop. She dey play or then she dey give instruction. He leg the ball, she dey give instruction. You go, come. He come and receive it.
Player.
Hey, Charlie. Hey. See me walk up, people go see something. No, but the point is, the conveyor belt is working. The talent is good. In fact, the keeper on the bench for the Black Queens, Afi Amenyaku.
Yeah.
She was in the under 20. She won the Wafu and Zombie championship. She made the this thing. A Cristiano Ronaldo fan, a solid Ronaldo fan. In the next couple of years, she'll be Black Queens number 1. The conveyor belt is working. So for me, I'm not too worried. The talent pool is going to the top level, and we are doing the right things at women's football level. When it comes to how you run football from under 17 to, in fact, the CAF Schools Championship, the under 15, the Black Damsels, they have like 3 or 4 players in the Black Maidens team that will go to the World Cup after this under 20 World Cup.
That's a good transition.
Good transition. They are doing the right things there. So it's just a matter of time, and I really believe that Bjorkgren is on to something. He's done a really good job with this team. For me, keep him, let him build this team again properly, shave off the ones that need to be shaved off, bring in some new blood, and then we tackle the next WAFCON again. In fact, there's an Olympic qualifier next year. We can attack that one head on and make the Olympics. We've not qualified since how long?
Since
2004. Yeah, 2004.
Since 2004.
We've not been there in a while. So
that was Yusuf Chifsa and Co's group. Yeah, 2004.
Athens. Yeah. So it's still a huge opportunity for us, especially if we look at how we performed at this WAFCON over the past 2 WAFCONs. We can go into those Olympic qualifiers and make a name for ourselves. As for the World Cup qualifiers, it's like spaghetti. It's long things. So you will see. But the Olympic qualifier for me we should be the next target. Let's make the Olympics, and then we can build on that at the next WAFCON. But the team is on to something. I'm happy.
The team is on to something. Dana Cranton there asking the Ghana Football Association to give Kim Lars an opportunity to build the team in his own image so that they will be able to achieve success. For us, if you just joined us, this is Joy 99.7 FM. It is Game Plan, also on Hex 103.9 FM. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking about some transfers that have happened, and also just maybe a little touch on the possibility of Ghana's next coach. Is it going to be Carlos Queiroz, or the Ghana Football Association is looking elsewhere? We are back right after this break. Stay with us.
Invitational 2026, where competition meets networking, fun meets fitness, and champions are made. Battle it out in football. Take your shot in the thrilling CEO penalty shootout. Test your speed in the lime and spoon race. Laugh your way through the unisex sack race. Pull together in the tug of peace. Show your accuracy in the female penalty shootout. Flex your strength in the arm wrestling, and enjoy many more exciting activities. Join us on Saturday, 29th August 2026 at the University of Ghana Stadium. We kick off the day with a high-energy aerobic session from 6 a.m. So come early, warm up, and get ready for an unforgettable day. Ready to register? Call or WhatsApp Sleving on 0242 376445. The Joy Sports Invitational Tournament 2026 is proudly sponsored by Toyota, Superior Quality, Minerals Commission, the regulator of the mining industry in Ghana, Ayuda, Ghana's #1 services app, Abaco, Services Bibre, Latex Foam, your partner for life. Joy Sports Invitational 2026. Let's compete, connect, and celebrate the true spirit of corporate Ghana.
post-game plan on Joy 99.7 and also on Haze 103.9 FM. And if you are an investor, the wait is finally over. Betano has officially launched, bringing you bigger odds and lightning fast payouts. Whether you are backing the Black Stars or your favorite European giants, we did for you. Register now to grab an incredible welcome bonus of up to 2,000 Ghana cedis on your first deposit. Charlie, join Betano now and make we bet. Bet responsibly. T&Cs apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. License number GCSB2573266W. Gaming can be addictive. Are you looking for a job and not sure where to search? Viamo keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. Just call 231 on MTN for free and select your preferred language to catch up on available job vacancies near you. That's not all. You can also listen to real-life advice from experts to improve your daily life. All these are available on MTN short code 231. Viamo Technologies, bringing you closer to the conversation. The wait is finally over. Betano has officially launched, bringing you bigger odds and lightning fast payouts. Whether you are backing the Black Stars or your favorite European giants, we did for you. Register now to grab an incredible welcome bonus of up to 2,000 Ghana cedis on your first deposit. Charlie, join Betano now and make we bet. Bet responsibly. T&Cs apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. License number GCSB 2573266W. Gaming can be addictive. Are you looking for the perfect family outing this summer? Avalon Gardens Event Center is bringing you the Summer Fun Fest with the stars on Saturday, 22nd August 2026 at the Avalon Gardens, starting from 8 a.m. It is the ultimate summer experience for kids, packed with exciting activities including trampoline, bouncy castle, table tennis, swimming, paintball, face painting, and a dedicated kids play area. There will also be appearances by some of your favorite young stars to make the day even more memorable. Entry is 20 Ghana cedis per child or 30 Ghana cedis for access to all activities. Parents and guardians enter free, with family packages also available. For reservations and enquiries, call 050 101 0010 050 101 0010. Don't let your kids miss out on a day of fun, laughter, and unforgettable memories. Mark your calendars for Saturday, 22nd August, and join the Summer Fun Fest with the stars at Avalon Gardens. This August, the Super Morning Show is done pretending. Sustainability isn't just tree planting, it is whether the systems we depend on actually last. Lives that stay on, water that reaches the bucket, food that nourishes people instead of rotting away, roads that take us home instead of taking our lives. When things keep failing, that's a sustainability crisis. So this month, we are asking why. Why Langa still run our neighborhoods? Why food rots in bins while our neighbors sleep hungry? Why the road that killed your cousin still has no signage? And why half the water you pay for never reaches your bucket? Uncomfortable, right? That's the point. Stay tuned to the Super Morning Show throughout August for Joy Sustainability Month, sponsored by MTN and Momo. The hashtag is Joy Sustains. Again, the wait is finally over. Betano has officially launched, bringing you bigger odds and lightning fast payouts. Whether you're backing the Black Stars or your favorite European giants, we did for you. Register now to grab an incredible welcome bonus of up to 2,000 Ghana cedis on your first deposit. Charlie, join Betano now and make we bet. Bet responsibly. TNC supply regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. License number GCSB 2573266W. Gaming can be addictive. Introducing the new Comfort After Wash for Clothes. Contains a unique formula that makes clothes smell fresh and looking like brand new. After washing, add Comfort to your rinsing water before you dry. Step out and let your clothes do the talking. Grab the sachet from a provision shop or market near you now. Enjoy fragrance on your clothes for days. Comfort Ajibebia. Every day, women across Ghana are transforming lives, building businesses, educating communities, preserving our culture, and driving innovation. Yet many do so without the recognition they deserve. The Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences is giving you the opportunity to celebrate these remarkable women through the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences Women's Awards. If you know a woman whose impacts deserve national recognition, whether in education excellence, entrepreneurship, community leadership, health, technology, environmental stewardship, creative arts, or any of the award categories, this is the time for you to honor her. If you want to nominate Dani K's wife, you want to nominate Sitso's wife, you want to nominate my wife, if you want to nominate any woman around your area whose contribution to society is one of a kind, visit www.gas-gh.org to download the nomination form and help honor Ghana's unsung heroines. Nominations close on Friday, 14th August, which is today. And for further information, call 030-2772-002. Nominations are closing today, so you will have to do that pretty quick. Call 030-2772-002. Something big is coming. The Republic Bank Journeys Habitat Fair 2026 is here. Change is here. Get ready for the Republic Bank Journeys Habitat Fair 2026, your gateway to home ownership and exciting property opportunities. But first, don't miss out on our mini fair at the Atsu Mall happening on Friday 21st to Sunday 23rd August 2026. Come and explore amazing offers, connect with industry experts, and take the step towards owning your dream home. For sponsorship, call Selassie on 0233 233 444. 0233 233 444. The Republic Bank Journeys Habitat Fair is in partnership with Republic Bank. We are the one for you. And powered by Drive EVGH, drive into a sustainable future. Virtual Security Africa, security for all. Aquaba Building Materials, your partner for stronger projects. Leash Fortune Limited, unleashing luxury with perfection, one space at a time. MTN everywhere you go. Doormasters, the best indoors. Ayuda, Ghana's #1 services app. Bako Services Bebre. Siteki Ghana Limited, keeping Ghana powered day and night. Saint Goben GH, making the world a better home. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investment. Habitat Fair 2026, home ownership, a lifetime investment. The Republic Bank joins Habitat Fair. Get a house, make it a home. It is 2:41 in the studios of Joy FM and also on His 103.9 FM. This is Game Plan, a very interactive show on 055-1111-997, 055-1111-997. The gentlemen are still here, Daniel Cranton and Sitsofe Flip Atsirim are still here with me. Let's talk about Black Queens. That's a Black Queens. Black Stars technical direction first. We are about a month away to the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. The FA is yet to officially confirm whether we'll have Carlos Queiroz or not. What is actually happening, Sitso? What is happening?
I don't know. I think from some of the conversations that I've had, the allegations are that the two parties are quite apart when it comes to how much Carlos is expected to earn. Also, in some quarters, Carlos might want an overhaul of his backroom staff, which, could be extra cost or wouldn't necessarily be in the favor of the current regime. So yeah, his contract still runs out at the end of the month, and so we expect that we still have the contract till the end of August, right? So we expect that within the month, maybe we have an information and clarity over it, and we get to know if Carlos continues as the head coach of the national team, or the handlers might have to start looking for another person. But if it's about money, then you can't blame the FA, because I remember when the president in Koforidia, I think, he said something about keeping the technical team together. That's cost. So if they enjoyed what they saw from Carlos at the World Cup and they want to keep him together, then we might as well match up with his asking price if it's a reasonable ask. There are rumors that he is expected to earn around 150,000 a month. So if the government was happy with what they saw at the World Cup and they want him to work, and the FA also thinks that he can get the best out of the team in the qualifiers and perhaps even into the competition, then enough of the talk. Let's put the money on the table and let there be clarity, because between now and when the call-ups are made, Carlos needs to know if he's the national team coach, so that he's paying attention to pre-seasons of Ghanaian players, the start of the league season for Ghanaian players. He has to start talking to some players and getting them to know what he expects of them when they come into the camp and all of that. So let's see how that goes.
Dani K, there are those who say that it's important that we know whether Carlos stays or not, because stability is essential. But as Sitso mentioned, you don't get stability without the right money. $150,000. We're about to make $13 million from FIFA. So if he's to take that $150,000, we just take $3.6 million out of that money and give it to him for the next 2 years.
2 years, they won. Maybe 1 year. But it's very important. 2 years is a long time, but maybe 1 year. Or even the AFCON qualifiers. Let him finish the qualifiers. Then we can go again. Or put in certain clauses that would have him stay if we qualify.
something similar thing we suggested before the World Cup.
Yep.
So that all these things, because we envisage this, that if he goes to the World Cup and he produces a miracle, which he did, he would want more money. And now it will become a challenge tying him down for the AFCON qualifiers. And our main concern was the AFCON end of the World Cup and beginning of AFCON qualifiers was too close for us to now go and sit at the negotiating table and do all these things. If you look at the serious teams after the World Cup, they've already sorted out their technical direction.
Quick.
Cote d'Ivoire, they have a new coach. He started working. We are going to face them in the AFCON qualifiers. Quite a number of teams who got rid of their head coaches before, during, and after the World Cup have quickly resolved the issue. So it's still us. We are not serious like that. But the thing is, you see, if you look at the beginning of the last AFCON qualifiers, a good start is very important. We went to lose against Angola at home, and we drew against Niger in our second game. We had 1 point, and that was it. And now we had to beat Sudan, back to back, and we got 1 point from 2 games. So a good start is very important. And if they are looking at what is happening in Europe, our key players who are still training here, it should be worrying.
That data provided by Karim on
our key players who are still clubless, and it means that they are unattached. They are not going to be playing competitive football. If we don't take care, some of them will not be playing competitive football by the time the next AFCON qualifiers comes around. Then somebody should be seriously working, trying to find a plan for what we'll do in the absence. But we are sitting at the table, still doing how much will you take and please reduce it, and we are not serious. So the thing is, I'm just hoping and praying that I want him to stay. I want him to stay because I think he did a really good job at the World Cup. We need some stability. Then if you can get that stability in there, get the good results coming through, then when the team is at a good place, then you can let him go. You can bring in the coaches that will play the style that you want. But right now it's a very critical time, and we need all the experience that we can get. If you bring in a new person right now, I'm really afraid of the qualify. And the way FIFA have done it, I think we'll play 4 matches in one.
So
one window.
They've combined that the autumn, so that we don't have to go back in October.
Exactly.
But Sitsofe, Dani mentioned something very important. Some of our key players are clubless at the moment. Window closing in about 3 weeks' time. So it's still enough time for them to be able to get clubs and move to, but they may not have maybe enough preseason before. Before the qualifiers.
Yeah.
How do we find a solution to this challenge? Captain is clubless. His deputy is clubless. National captain is clubless.
Yeah. No, it's out of our hands, and I always say this, that national team player development is very often out of the hands of national team handlers, especially in the system that we run. So you need to build another parallel system that will take care of national team development, and that parallel system most often would be the leagues that are thriving in your country. So I'll give you an example. When we go and play under 17, we are back. We have no control over what happens to those players,
to the
talents in the 2 years that leads to the next, maybe like under 20, or the 1 year that leads to that. But if you go to Ghana, doesn't have any control really. If you go to Spain, England, Germany, Belgium, all those places, they have control. How? Because they've set up U17 youth teams for every club that has registered itself as a professional football club. So when they pick these players from these clubs' youth system, after the tournament, they go back to continue their development. So the player they picked from the City Academy, U17, goes back to continue development with Man City. By the time under 20 is around, if that player is still good enough, and others in the academy pool have not taken his place, he has continued his development with City, or in this case City, and is now ready to play under 20. When under 20 is done, that same player will go back until he's ready to join a professional football club. And when that professional football, when they go for maybe a World Cup, now after the World Cup, Thomas Tuchel has no control over Bellingham, Morgan Rogers, Declan Rice, Ezri Konsa, no control.
Jet Spence.
Jet Spence, no control. If Jet Spence goes to Inter Milan and it's a flop and sits on the bench, Tuchel has no control. So that is the thing when it comes to national team. So in this case, unless we want to go and beg, we want the president John Mahama, His Excellency, to call a football club like Donald Trump called FIFA president and beg them to sign Thomas Partey and Jordan Ayew. Then we have no control. Unfortunately, that one Ghana has absolutely no control, and that is where the mess is. So you can only
Abedi can do it.
What Abedi Pele?
Yeah, he can force somebody to sign.
So at this point,
should
it happen? Should it happen that the qualifiers come around?
Yeah.
These players are still unattached. Do we have options to step up in place of Thomas Partey, in place of Jordan Ayew?
So as for Thomas Partey, at the moment, unfortunately for Ghana, he is irreplaceable because we don't have any player casting his mode in the pool. At least, hopefully, maybe when the season starts, we have another Ghanaian player playing somewhere we've not heard about before, and that player can be a baller. But as far as Thomas Partey is concerned, I don't think we have a player like him. All our midfielders are kind of similar at times, and he's the one player that is very different. Very calm on the ball, can set the forward pass, control the tempo of the game and everything. Every other midfielder we have is either a destroyer or it's just an energy box where they can have the legs to cover grounds in the middle of the park. When it comes to the captain and Jordan Ayew, what we would miss if he's not available would be his experience and his know-how, especially on the continent. But when it comes to, at the moment, the ability to play, I think that there are few players we can now rely on and then shift the pressure on them to step up. So, for example, if Jordan is not available when the next qualifier comes up, then Semenyo can't fail us. He has to step up. Because when Jordan Ayew had to step up in the World Cup qualifiers, when we had nobody to really depend on for goals, he stepped up. So a player like Semenyo has to step up. Hopefully by that time Kudus is back, has to step up. Thomas Benasansi, Premier League player, step it up. Fatai Saaku, step it up. So in attack, I don't think we have too many problems. All we need from the players who have been sleeping and hiding under the pressure of Jordan is for them to step up. When Jordan is there, every attacker is safe. Nobody complains about Naki. Semenyo will shine, nobody will complain. Isaaku, nobody will complain because all of us will point fingers at Jordan. If Jordan is not there, they are the next target too. Nobody will come and cover that pressure for them. So in attack, I don't have an issue. It's in midfield that I would have great concerns because I don't think we've got anybody anywhere in the pool that can replace Thomas Partey as we speak, unfortunately. And it's a shame because he won't be around forever. He's got at least one more tournament in him than he's done.
Yeah, and that's actually a massive thing that we'll need to fix. There's something big that is coming. The Republic Bank Joy News Habitat Fair 2026 changes here. Get ready for the Republic Bank Joy News Habitat Fair 2026, your gateway to home ownership and exciting property opportunity. But first, don't miss our mini fair at the Atsu Mall, happening on Friday 21st to Sunday 23rd August 2026. Come and explore amazing offers, connect with industry experts, and take the step towards owning your dream home. For sponsorship and exhibition, call Salasi on 0233 233 444. 0233 233 444. The Republic Bank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with Republic Bank. We are the one for you, and powered by Drive EVGH, Drive into a Sustainable Future, Virtual Security Africa, Security for All, Aquaba Building Materials, your partner for stronger projects, Leash Fortune Limited, unleashing luxury with perfection, one space at a time. MTN everywhere you go, Doormasters, the best indoors, Ayuda, Gardens #1 services up Barcode Services Pebre, Siteki Ghana Limited, keeping Ghana powered day and night, Saint Gobain GH, making the world a better home, Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investment. Habitat Fair 2026, home ownership, a lifetime investment. The Republic Bank Joy News Habitat Fair, get a house, make it a home. And also, the wait is finally over. Petano has officially launched, bringing you bigger odds and lightning fast payouts. Whether you are backing the Black Stars or your favorite European giants, we did for you. Register now to grab an incredible welcome bonus of up to 2,000 Ghana cedis on your first deposit. Charlie, join Betano now and make We Bet. Bet responsibly. T's and C's apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. License number GCS B25732666W. Gaming can be addictive. Dani K, you've been so relaxed. We have barely a minute or two to go. I want to take your thoughts on what the transfer situation of some of our key players is. You heard from Sicho, your very own Jordan Ayew, clubless. Thomas Partey, clubless. Should we be worried?
No, we have a large pool of players who are more than capable of coming in and filling their boots, so it shouldn't be an issue at all.
Large pool of players?
Yeah. We should be in fact, we should be grateful that this will force the hand of the technical team to bring in new players who will be able to carry on the mantle. You see, if you are not forced into such a situation, you may never start planning for the future. Jordan, Partey, those guys are not going to be around for forever. So it's very important that our hands are full. As Sitsofe said, we have plenty strikers, plenty. I just saw Mohamed Fousseni score some sweet goal during this week. So there are solid players who can come in and do the job. And as for midfielders, we have plenty. Sibor just made a move to Turkey, or he's on his way to Turkey. So Sibor, Elisha, Irenchi, these guys can easily fill the boots of Partey. In fact, the only game we won at the World Cup, Partey didn't play. So yes, the boys can function without Partey. They can function without Jordan. It's not an issue at all.
It shouldn't be an issue. This
Muftawu!
Okay.
Today is the birthday of the guy Moses Tumu. The one who prepared the and
today's his birthday.
Yeah, today's his birthday.
Oh, solid.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not there, so I can't eat some of the guinea fowl.
So there's no guinea fowl today?
No, there's no guinea fowl here, but there's guinea fowl happening in Tumu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today is Moses' birthday.
Yeah, Moses.
Okay. Moses.
Super
Happy
Moses.
birthday to you.
No, it's
There's a message from Nitojo from Temanewtown. He says, Bragging rights day everywhere. The field will surely determine. Why do we have issues regarding money in our systems? This one also says that it is a very complex issue. He's literally talking about so what do you think about what should we do to the business and what? I really don't know. This one says the Ministry of Sports is actually the Ministry of Black Stars. The GFA is actually the GBA, Ghana Black Stars Association. Everything else is of no importance to those top official vampires and cartel health. This is Atsu from Adenta. And this one says instead of choosing easier option beating the Malawi men, no. We say they are men, they are women. Hiring Carlos could simply mean we want to be stuck in mediocrity. And this is how we wrap up game plan here on Joy 99.7 FM. Hello, Mufti. This one says that, hey, your analysis is long, Papa. Hello, Mufti. It says that, and the guys, great surgical open heart analysis of the present issues in the sports sector. As for our football authority and the ministry, they are more Agbogulushi like in handling. No, accord Agbogulushi some respect. And then this one says, until the current ministry, that's what, let me see, he says, until the current ministry show working, they are Black Stars ministry. This is Jonas Guitar from Tenkoran. We take you to the BBC for the World Service today. Thank you, Sicho. Thank you, Dana Cranfin. And thank you to all our sponsors who make it possible for us to assemble here every Friday for Game Plan.